The sky might look grey, but when I look up, I can see different shades of grey. I can even see the sun trying to say hello over there. I can see different colours all around me. The grass is very green and bright today. I can see that there are some trees in the distance that are definitely losing all of their leaves, and there are some who have hung on to their leaves even now in the month of November. I look around me, I take it all in, I'm in the present moment, and hey, what a blessing it is to be alive today. Here we are again. I thought I was dreaming, but then I realized I'm just in a little place called nature. You might know it. I couldn't recommend it more because you can go out here and reduce your stress. You can reduce your blood pressure. This has been proven time and time again in multiple studies that just getting out in nature for as little as 10 minutes can significantly improve your health. How to live in the present moment. This is something you hear all the time. Just be present, man. Yo, bro, just live in the present moment, man. What's it all about? How do I live in the present moment? I really struggle to live in the present moment, right? I've got so many things to think about. I've got commitments. I've got all these things going on in my life. I can't live in the present moment. I'm always thinking about tomorrow, next week, next month. Whose birthday is it? Where am I going? Who am I? Where'd I put my shoes? Did you know that living in the present moment isn't actually for everyone? There's a lot of people out there who quite like living a fast, almost stressful life. Some people really get good energy from being go, go, go. Next thing, move on to that, do this tomorrow, plan that for next week, plan that for next month. And that's fine. There's no rule book on how to live your life. There's no instruction guide on how to live your life. However, living in the present moment is one of my favorite things to do. And the reason I say to do is because I don't do it all the time. I can't do it all the time. I'm a human being, just like you. We are going to think about the future. It's a survival mechanism built into our brain to keep us alive out in nature. You don't just sit on a hilltop, as beautiful as this one is, when you're in a survival situation and admire the view. You think to yourself, where can I get food? Where can I get shelter? Where can I get fire? Where can I get a nice flowing stream full of fresh water? I can't relax. I always need to think ahead to survive. However, when you have the basics, food, water, shelter, warmth, then you can switch off from thinking ahead and be present. And it's incredibly healing. It is incredibly healing. We see it with a vast variety of animals in nature, animals who have enough food, horses in the field, the local badger gathering berries over there by the berry bush that grows all year round. The sparrow who wakes up in the morning, he knows where to get his food, it's there every day. He knows where to get his water, it's there every day. It's called my back garden. Once the basics are covered, you can then switch off. You can then live in the present moment. But how do you live in the present moment? You need to do it literally. So what I do is I come out to nature and I look around and I see what I see. I smell what I smell. I hear what I hear. And I focus all of my attention on that. Nothing more. I focus my attention on that and nothing more. When you practice this, you're going to have the same problem that I had. You're going to find it boring. You're going to find it boring because we live in a world now where everything is so fast paced, especially on this little device we call a phone, where you can flick and scroll and do all kinds of things. Buy something, have it arrive at your door tomorrow, or maybe even this evening. You can make a phone call to someone on the other side of the world. You can scroll and scroll and scroll and learn new things and do new things and all these different things, right? However, living in the present moment doesn't allow you to do anything like that. Living in the present moment brings you back to simplicity, brings you back to the real world. And a lot of us struggle in the real world because it is very slow paced. It is very calm. It is very relaxed. For example, I know there are some people who will struggle with these videos that I make because I don't chop it up and make it quick and fiery and make it a 2-3 minute video. I make these videos for as long as they need to be. I'm talking to you how I would talk to you in real life. Living in the present moment is living in real life. Mark Twain said, "I have lived a long life and experienced many problems, most of which have never happened." When we go online, on social media, on computers, things like this, we get a lot of fast news, filling us with fear, filling us with anxiety for the future. Okay, I know that our place of work can do this as well. Always thinking about something in the future, but living in the present moment is living in the here and now and seeing what you see, smelling what you smell, hearing what you hear. You can do this with anything. You can do it with drinking a warm cup of tea in the morning, which is one of my favorite things to do. You can do this with relaxing in the shower. There's a reason why so many of us love taking a shower, because a lot of us switch off. Okay? Driving in your car, walking out in nature, being in a nice green open space, just being in your house, lying in your bed, focusing on your breath, focusing on everything you do. If I'm washing my hands, I'll feel the sensation of my hands, and I'll think to myself, I'm in this body. What a blessing it is to be alive today. If I'm out in nature, which is one of the best places that you can practice living in the present moment, there's so much going on. And although the first couple of times you might do this, you will feel a little bit bored because you'll think, come on, I want something more. I want something more. I need more distractions. But when you humble yourself, take your time with it, maybe you're walking barefoot, including more senses into the experience. It is about literally seeing what you see. Berries, bush, Mr. Badger, hi Mr. Badger, more trees, fields, smoke in the horizon, a car, a castle thing, more trees, clouds, less clouds, more clouds, a camera. You, right? Observing, slowly, honestly, openly, authentically. And once you do this, you'll get back in your car, you'll go back home, and you'll suddenly be in the future, in the past, thinking about all the problems in your life. But you'll feel more relaxed, you'll feel less stressed, your blood pressure will have come down, your heart rate would have relaxed. Because being present is one of the best mindfulness practices that we can do, because it dramatically reduces our stress. It's about switching off from the stress that we encourage in our mind that isn't even real, things that haven't happened yet, or things that have happened but we can't change. When you live in the present moment, you realize nothing bad is happening. For example, me right now, I am stood here in the heart of nature with my body and my health. Nothing bad is happening. I could name you 5 things right now that I'm anxious about in the future. I could tell you what they are. I could tell you 20, 30 things that have happened in the past that I haven't enjoyed. And I think about them often. And I'll think about the things that are going to happen in the future often as well. But hold on a second. The future hasn't happened yet. The past is the past. What's happening now? Am I in pain? No. Am I suffering? No. Am I stressed? No. Do I have a reason to be any of these things? No. What does that mean then? It means you can enjoy this blessing we call existing. It means you can enjoy yourself right here, right now. You can be okay. You can be all right. You can be happy. You can be joyful. You can be blissful. You can enjoy this little piece of life. You can enjoy it. You're here. You're breathing. Take it all in. quiet the mind. See what you see, hear what you hear, smell what you smell, feel what you feel. Nature's a great place to practice this, but over time, you can do this anywhere. And then little things will happen. Like someone will frustrate you, but it won't frustrate you as much as it would have without the practice, because you're so present that whatever they did to frustrate you has already happened in the past. So when you're in the present, you're like, that wasn't a nice experience, but it's already happened. What's happening now? Nothing. You see it in nature with gazelles, especially, running through the field, running through the Sahara Desert, right? Being chased by a lion. They freak out, they're running, and they avoid the lion. And they shake it all off. They've got the anxiety, they shake for about 5-10 minutes. And then they get up and they carry on, they just eat the grass. Because in the moment, they were terrified for their life. But once it's happened and there's no longer a threat, they relax. My dog is terrified of fireworks. Your dog might be too. He shakes and he cries real tears and he whines when the fireworks are taking place. And I'll cuddle him, look after him. He's shaking, absolutely shaking like a leaf. When the fireworks stop, he's fine again, back to his old ways, completely fine, because he's being present. He's not thinking about the fireworks in the past and allowing it to affect his present moment, because it's in the past. He's also not fearing the fireworks of coming back in the future. He only fears the fireworks when they're taking place in the here and now, as he should, as we should. If something terrible is taking place, react in the moment, sort it out, get yourself out of harm's way. But if nothing bad is happening to you, all you're left with is a blessing that we call existing. What a blessing it is to be alive today, to breathe, to be healthy, to be well, to be able. So practice being present, and trust me, it will feel boring at first. The more you do it, the more addictive it gets, because it will make you feel better than any other experience you've experienced. There are certain things we do in life where we're very present, and they are often the best experiences. It's one of the reasons why people are a little bit addicted to alcohol. I don't encourage alcoholism in any way, shape, or form. I encourage you to avoid it at all costs. However, I'm sure you've been there at one point where you've had quite a few drinks. One of the reasons people like it the most, and this has been shown in studies, is because they say it makes them forget their problems in the past and in the future, and they're very present, they're very joyful, they're very in the moment. You can get there without alcohol, you can get there without nicotine, you can get there without caffeine, you can get there with whatever it is that you use to be present. Being intimate with someone is a very present experience, one of the reasons why we like it so much. So human beings love to be present. Watching a film, watching a TV show in the evening with your partner, you switch off. Why everyone does it? Yeah, the TV is addictive. Yeah, it's called a television for a reason. Yeah, there are programs on it for a reason, okay? Without going too far down that road. But what it's really good at doing is making you present, focusing on one thing. And that is what living in the present moment is all about. You can do it in so many ways, some that are harmful, like alcoholism, and some that are absolutely beautiful, natural and healing, like spending time out here in nature with the ducks and squirrels. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a blessed day. Please like the video if you learned something today. Please share in the comments your experiences with being present and living a more present existence. Like the video, it really helps the channel. Subscribe if you're new here. And God bless.